Leo, how about a reading from your metal dog? So good to be back reading the cards. We've got a lot going on out there. We're going to start with the moon. Full moon in Scorpio with a full lunar eclipse. The 15th and 16th of May here. What is going on with that? There's a lot going on with fixed signs. And that's why I'm doing you this weekend. And I'm going to switch. Fixed signs will now be on the second weekend. All right. I've shuffled the cards. I've split the deck. Let's get a sense overall of what this moon means for you. The Empress. Wow. The whole universe is in play here. Don't worry, we have the reading just for you, Leo. Okay. Wow. Okay. You are awakening. This is coming right out of your heart. This is the card of ascension from one level to the next. Judgment is what it's usually called in the tarot. These are big energies, Leo. The Empress calls you to know that you in and of yourself are fantastic. You are able to create the world that you want to live in out of your own body, out of your own earthy qualities. And here this is on the scale of the universe. You also are supported by that energy, by the universe, by your planet. Here comes the kitty. Okay, Zoe, what are you doing? She needed to get her butthole on the Leo reading, as it is about cats, of course. Okay. All right. Celebrity appearance by Zoe. Okay, so now we're going to pull a card. Messages for you from various planets that are engaged in shaping your destiny, as the Empress tells us. These may be affecting you more than others, certainly supposedly affecting fixed signs more than others. We're all going through transformation when the full moon is fully eclipsed in Scorpio. Count on letting go and starting new, rising like a phoenix. Okay, the first card we're going to pull is from Saturn. This is in square, which is considered a difficult and challenging aspect. And what we get here is a very lovely energy, actually. A 9 of Earth. This is being called to solitude, to making your beautiful home here. And so we can actually see, I see the fox first. But look, here's a little fairy. She's got her little magic holding up. She's levitating her pine cone. But she's content in her woodsy home. So this is what Saturn is challenging you to do. It's like you may be finding solitude difficult right now for some reason, Leo. You know, like you're missing somebody or you feel lonely. And Saturn is going to help you with that. Will push you to that. I like to think of being challenged the way Saturn challenges us as a taskmaster as help. But Mars, who's the second aspect, is going to actually give you courage, give you energy. Mars is in a nice trine relationship, which is very positive and supportive. And what Mars is bringing in for you is the steady plan of the slowpoke Knight of Earth. She's like a seed, this fairy. You know, and you should think about her under the earth, cracking open, putting her roots out. Yeah, it always makes me think of not just a seed, but like the mycelium, the network under the earth that is sharing information, energy, food, nutrition, light. So light is a source of food for plants. And it comes down into this network of roots. And I know I'm talking to one Leo who knows a lot more than I do about biology. So Pardon me. Okay. Neptune, the dreamer, sometimes can be deluded, bringing in justice for you. So Neptune is also in Pisces, where it loves to be. Mars and Neptune are connecting around this week. But they are both in a really nice trine relationship with you here on Earth. So we'll find out more. How is justice? What does Neptune want to tell you about this really freaking badass justice? I mean, this is a powerful time for you, Leo. The Empress, an awakening of sorts. But it also looks slow and difficult. Now, Mercury, this is the fourth planet we're going to invite into our discussion of your destiny for now. If we have more questions at the end, we will pursue those. Mercury is in retrograde. And you have here under Mercury a 4 of Earth. My immediate reading of this is that as Mercury goes into retrograde, Mercury appears to be going backwards over ground already covered in the zodiac. Degrees already covered. It's about like a month and a half, if I remember correctly. But check my work. It looks like you've settled for less. 4 of Earth. You're going to revisit what you settled for, what you agreed to. And we'll find out more about it when we clarify. This is very much a consistent effort across all the signs. There's a feeling of being trapped. It is an illusion. But yes, you feel tied up by all these spiders. You feel blindfolded. They have not trapped your wings, though. You are free to leave here. So it's a perspective shift where you might feel helpless and a little bit victimized. But in fact, like, this is the power you have. It's a lot of power. And it comes right out of your heart, both these figures. Your lion's heart, Leo. Okay. Let's clarify. I'm going to use the light seers to clarify. And so first, Saturn giving you a little challenge with solitude, making a nice little home for yourself with your beautiful foxy dog. This is a challenge for you right now. What do we have? There's your Ace of Cups. There's your heart, a little bit protected. There is you reaching out to the stars. Really, you can too. You're divinely supported. Star card. It's healing. It's wish fulfillment. Feel you connecting across a long distance. You're alone, but you're connecting from your heart out far away somewhere. And, okay. So you're alone. You're missing somebody. You're connecting to them through the 5D. You need to learn how to do this, and Saturn is like challenging you to do this. Like tarot's one way to connect through intuitively. There's other ways of doing that. Meditating. And I can see here how she's levitating this. It's like accessing your magic, accessing your capacity to go from your heart and your mind, like the High Priestess, and connect out of body, far, far away, to places that you cannot see or touch. This is what Saturn is going to help you do. And the reason you're going to do it, I feel, is your heart. Your heart is like this. And instead of, like, this can feel like a protective gesture, but what I really feel like is it's like a focusing, right? Like, just like this is a focusing. And this is a focusing, and what it's going to give you, not easily, but with disciplined practice, is an ability to connect with the one that your heart is seeking. That's pretty cool. Okay, Leo. Here's how Mars is going to help you. I just told you it's going to be a long, slow, step-by-step, disciplined practice. Mars is going to give you the wherewithal to be this Knight of Earth who is the perfect slowpoke knight with the plan, the A+ student. This one, Mars, this Mars has your back. Because this channeling, connecting in the 5D takes work, discipline, practice. So how is Mars going to help you with this? The King of Pentacles wants to come out a lot right now. Maybe because the North Node is in Taurus, which is all that earthy, practical, simplistic, 3D energy. Beautiful, lovely, loves food, luxury too, but okay, the Fool. Everybody's getting the Fool card today. This is you starting your journey. Okay. The Slowpoke Knight's journey. Ace of Wands, you're inspired. It's a new beginning. You're exerting your will. It's creative. Again, I see this magical capacity to connect. It's almost like we see the Fool not on a path, but going through a portal, right? This beyond the 3D, beyond Earth path. And there's a 7 of Cups. This is really taking time to make the choice here. It's emotional. It makes me think of Neptune, which we'll look at next, who's pulled up Justice for you. But being able to make a choice means sorting. What's an illusion? What's a fantasy? What's real? And also I think the 7 of Cups, like he's touching, like this old way of touching, it's very limited. Like I have to touch you to be with you, is going to cause you pain because you're challenged right now to be without, to be far away, to be reaching out with your mind and heart through the 5D. So you want to move beyond the limited illusion that you have to touch in order to be together. Okay. Justice. Somebody you're far away from, Leo, or a community that you're far away from, and you feel alone, and your heart is seeking this connection. It's massive. Yeah, it's really like a fantastic power that you're learning. It's like you're reaching for her, this Empress. This is worth reaching for, worth learning the skill. It's like, yeah, I can feel these two connecting, right? Okay, so Neptune, illusions, spirituality. I mean, it makes so much sense in this, that you're going out of the 3D into the 5D, that Neptune will be involved, and yet Justice is telling us to balance the truth. This is a very fantastic Justice, and I see the 2 doors. I see the truth. Here's the separation, and here's some kind of knowledge about bridging the distance between these 2 doors, these 2 portals. I see transformation represented by the snake. There's a lot about knowledge, the truth here. The feathers, these are crow's feathers. There are also crows in her antlers. There is a reference to the Empress, to Earth, here in these antlers, to this springtime, all that is growing here. It's a very abundant sense of justice. It's very transformative, and it's bridging a divide, a conflict, a seeming binary. So this to me is about you reaching across time and space from your portal into whoever this other's portal is. And is this possible? In the Neptunian spiritual sense, this is exactly where we see what it looks like to do what Saturn is challenging you to do. This is really cool, Leo. I mean, I have a Leo that I know very well and I know is far from her person. So I'm thinking of you. But what else is going on with you Leos? Because I think of my mom as a Leo, my sister's married to a Leo. I have lots of Leos. I know, like my brother-in-law and my sister, their son is going to fight fires. I feel like people are missing loved ones who are far away, family, partners. I have a Leo moon. Anyway, I can relate to this in a way. All right, there she is with the Sword of Truth, the Queen of Swords. She has been very present in all of these readings. Saturn is in Aquarius and an air sign. Swords are air. What else? Seven of Swords. This is an unspoken truth, a mystery, a secret. Dishonesty. I don't feel like... Okay, we're looking at that. All right, the Queen of Swords is looking at the Seven of Swords. And then there's the Sun. There's authenticity and happiness. It looks like this division is like the Queen of Swords is missing the Seven of Swords. She's looking after this one who left. He's on her mind, or they're on her mind. He, she, they are on her mind. The feathers representing the mind, right? We see the crow feathers here. Air, swords, swords, swords. Lots of swords here, right? And when she thinks about this person, this is how she feels. This is her, you again, seeking this connection. And it's not easy because this is there's not a lot that's difficult in this reading. There is this Eight of Air feeling of I can't. When you can, you've got those wings. And there is, as we'll see, this Four of Earth, limited control freak kind of energy. But so when we look here at the Queen of Swords, which I'm reading as you, hold a hold of the truth, this ability to use your mind. And you're thinking about this one and you feel upset at them, you're mad at them for leaving you. And you might consider as you balance, how do I feel about this distance? Why did they have to go? It hurts, I'm mad about this. You're balancing that with this is how it feels when you are able to connect with them. This is what Neptune is helping you do. And there's a lot of illusion here. So they feel like extremes. This fucker and this wonderful person are the same person. And you're moving back and forth and it's almost like black and white thinking. You're trying to get clarity. The Queen of Swords is the best at clarity. But she's always deciding, like justice, do I keep you? It hurts to keep you. I miss you. I'm mad at you for leaving. Or do I embrace that this is how it feels and this is why it hurts that you're gone? Do I give up on you? Do I cut you out? Or do I focus on how it feels when you're here and keep you because The sun is absolute wish fulfillment. It's a place of authenticity. Okay. Yeah, and on the bottom of the deck here, this is how it feels. This is actually you and the Nine of Cups. It's like you alone, like this love for this family member, this partner, this person, there's so much love here for this person that you're kind of leaning out and learning a new skill to connect with them across, insurmountable miles and time. This is why. Then you're capable of feeling this love even when they're not here. It's like such a big love. Okay, Mercury. Have you limited yourself? Has your imagination been too small? Have you been too controlling? It's like you have 4 seeds you worked really hard from. I get it. You could have more. So that's what Mercury's revisiting. Did I ask for too little? So you go back over what you just did and over it again. Right? It's like, oh, I forgot my keys, right? So you come home and then you drive back over the same area. That's what Mercury's doing. You review and review again. So let's see. What do we learn? Strength. There's your card, Leo. Come from your heart, rise to your highest self. Let go of your lower, fearful, devil impulses of I'm not good enough. They're doing this because I suck. They left me because I'm bad. Abandonment shit, right? You overcome that knowing that you're the Empress, knowing your heart is beautiful, and that, when you're in a relationship, when you love and it's an intimate relationship, everybody in it is vulnerable. It's scary. So it is like a lion with a lamb. One day I'm the lamb and one day I'm the lion. And when I'm the lion, I must be gentle. And when I'm the lamb, geez, I just might as well just be the fool. Right? I gotta be the fool. I have to take a leap of faith that this person I've given my heart to isn't gonna hurt me. And sometimes they do. And then when they do, your strength embodied. It's okay. You live through it, you heal. There's the Knight of Wands, more fire. This is sexy, playful, very fun. A little trouble with commitment. But I like the Knight of Wands. She's passionate. And there's a 4 of Pentacles. This is appearing on the table as like a choice. It's weirdly like I've introduced the lovers into this. A choice. I mean, we have this choice here. Like, are you going to be afraid or are you going to go for it? Because she goes for it. Now, strength can be a bit conservative, patient, withholding. You're not coming from lust. But fear and control, that seems more like the lower animal instinctive thing that might cause you to play it safe in this situation. And I don't know the answer. You may decide better to be safe. 4 of Earth is what it feels like you kind of set your mind on playing it safe, but now as Mercury returns over the area where you decided to do that, you're getting a chance to rethink that. Why don't I just go for this, All right. Let me tell you. Underlying energy says you're going to go for it. Page of Wands. And trust that you're powerful, that you are this magician. You have all the tools to make the world that you want. I mean, the Empress, Judgment, Awakening. This connection is possible. It's definitely different, right? Page of Wands often speaks of the foreign, the outside viewpoint, in a way that's never been done before. And it's just so much Fool energy of taking the leap of faith and trusting yourself, what you can create. This is you again, like working this portal, connecting. Not even like it's like you connected with one person and now you can do it with 4. It's like an ability to connect from your heart through magic, through the 5D that you are being challenged in this time by Saturn to develop in order to connect in a way that you've never connected before. And that this then becomes possible to do with everybody, with the universe. Okay, do we have any questions left here? I feel pretty curious about who this other one is, don't you? Who's this other person? Who are you missing? Like, I love Roland Barthes talks about drifting, which is the sensation of falling in love, of love in general. Like, but in particular, when you're falling in love with somebody and it makes you willing to try things you've never tried before. It makes you braver than you've ever been. It makes you patient and you're willing to do it step by step. So who is this person or this, like, what are you trying to connect with, or who are you trying to connect with? And what are they doing? Oh, okay. They're the Tower. Sorry, I just got a phone call. Hopefully that didn't interrupt the video. I mean, I know it just makes it, something happens. The picture freezes or something. Anyway, this person is the Tower. They're like a surprise. They shake you to your very foundation. That's what drifting does. It transforms you. They're also capable of connecting to you like the High Priestess. They're also magical and capable of this connection that you are striving towards, right? And I can see them here also with all the lightning bolts, like this ability to connect. Like, they already have this power. And this is so cool. They're like a soulmate. They're like someone that you loved and knew in a past life, or your childhood, if you don't believe in past lives. Like 6 of emotions. This is a soulmate. Wow. What was the other question? I get why you are willing to tough this out, why you are called to this, learning this new skill of connecting across the 5D. This person is amazing. And in a way, like, they teach you how to do this. I'm thinking about even like on Mother's Day, I did a tarot reading for my mom. You know, we've always had like all of the women in our family have some kind of magical psychic tendency. And, I've been shy with my mom about the tarot. And she totally was like opened wide. We had like the best phone conversation where she told me all of these connections that she made, all these things that she'd been thinking about around the time when I did this Mother's Day tarot reading for her. And we're crying together, we're connecting. She's in Oregon, I'm in Arizona. And I felt like we both have this ability to connect through the 5D. Like, we Zoom every Saturday, but it's more than that. And so this is reminding me of that, Leo. My mom is a Leo. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, and it's a skill that you can translate forward in other ways, Leo. So you have lots of support from the cosmos. This is going to take you into a whole new level. We're all a bit lonely right now. We're all pretty socially inept. At least I am. Like, maybe people that socially isolated for COVID with families, or the people that just refuse to isolate, like maybe you're fine. But I think a lot of us are struggling to connect with people that are around us. Like there's a lot of people that are still isolating, and there's kind of like, who are we that are ready to come out and connect, but completely inept here, and so vulnerable, so afraid of this, we're just afraid of getting hurt, and we feel tied up in knots, and we might feel confused. All the rest of the cards say, you got this, baby. You're so powerful. Just go for it. Go for it. If you decided not to, you're going to get to revisit that decision and change your mind. All right, Leo, I think that's the message for you today. I hope this helps. Have a beautiful